For most of history, death has been painted as the end. Religion framed it as judgment, science as biological failure, philosophy as a riddle. It has worn the face of fear, of finality, of erasure. We've learned to flinch at its presence, avoid its name, and deny its inevitability. But what if death is not the opposite of life, but its completion? Not the shutting of a door, but the opening of another? When we listen, through the lens of science, the inquiry of philosophy, and the breath of spirit, we begin to see a deeper truth. Death is not an enemy. It is a transformation, not a collapse into nothing, but a return into the whole. Modern science whispers this. The law of conservation tells us energy cannot be destroyed, only changed. If the body's electrical and quantum systems are energy, then what animates us must go somewhere. The Fabric of the Cosmos by Brian Greene and Quantum Enigma by Rosenblum and Kuttner reveal that matter is not fixed, but probabilistic, responsive to consciousness. What dies is the form, not the frequency. Philosophers, too, have wondered. Epicurus said, "Death is nothing to us." Heidegger called it the horizon of meaning. Camus found freedom in its absurdity. Death reminds us that time matters, choices echo, and meaning is not found despite death, but because of it. Spirit has never feared death. The Bhagavad Gita calls the soul eternal. Jesus spoke of eternal life as union. Indigenous wisdom honors the dead not as gone, but as ancestors walking alongside us. In Anatomy of the Spirit, Caroline Myss reveals how the body is a vessel for transformation. In When the Body Says No, Dr. Gabor Mate shows how even illness, the approach of death, can bring truth. So here is what this constellation reveals. Death is not annihilation. It is the rhythm of the universe, the wave returning to the sea. What if the part of you that dies is only the form, not the frequency? If energy cannot be destroyed, what becomes of your awareness? How would your choices shift if death were a return, not an end? What stories about death did you inherit? And are they still yours? Can you meet death not with dread, but with reverence? You were never leaving. You were always returning, and the end was always a circle.